The Pilgrim's Path, a monsoon journey to Omkareshwar. The journey began with the sun glinting off the newly washed asphalt of the highway, a perfect ribbon of road unspooling through the heart of Madhya Pradesh. Hardik, you were at the wheel, your trusty dash cam silently recording the passing tapestry of rural India. Emerald fields still lush from the recent monsoon, tall trees bowing in a gentle breeze, and the occasional burst of vibrant village life. It was a visual poetry of motion, a promise of the spiritual heartland ahead. The destination was Omkareshwar, the sacred island shaped like the Om symbol, home to one of the 12 revered Jyotirlingas of Lord Shiva. The drive was a pleasure, a smooth transition from the mundane to the spiritual. As you neared the holy town, the air grew thicker, carrying the damp, fertile scent of the earth mixed with the faint, sweet smell of incense. The first majestic sight was the Narmada River, a vast, life-giving artery flowing with a humbling power. This was no ordinary water. This was the sacred Mother Narmada, and her presence was a palpable ancient force. Then, the smooth sailing ended. The last stretch of road leading to the car parking area was a stark contrast to the beautiful highway. It was a baptism by mud, a true test of a pilgrim's patience. The road hugging the river's edge was a victim of the very elements that made the landscape so beautiful: the powerful monsoon rains and the proximity to the mighty river. The vehicle had to crawl. The once smooth journey was replaced by a slow, rhythmic lurching. Potholes the size of small craters held muddy water, reflecting the grey-blue sky in a distorted mirror. It was less a road and more a challenging obstacle course. The dashcam's beautiful recording of the countryside now shifted to a candid, almost comical documentary of your car battling the terrain. Yet, despite the discomfort, the scene was alive with a shared sense of purpose. Hundreds of cars, bikes, and auto rickshaws were all converging on the same point, all pilgrims driven by the same devotion. The sight was a little disheartening, the utter disappointment of such a crucial access point being in such poor condition, a bottleneck of faith and frustration. Finally, you reached the parking spot, a large, uneven expanse of mud and gravel right by the Narmada River. Stepping out, you saw fellow devotees wiping mud from their tires, their faces a mix of weariness and quiet determination. But as you turned your gaze, the true reward came into view. Across the water, the ancient, majestic structure of the Omkareshwar Shiva temple stood tall on the island. The struggles of the road, the bumps, the mud, the traffic suddenly faded. The journey to the temple was not just about the smooth highway or the bumpy parking lot, it was a metaphor. A reminder that the path to the divine is often uneven, that devotion sometimes requires enduring a little disappointment and inconvenience. The rough road was simply the final humbling gate to the spiritual sanctuary. Taking a deep breath of the sacred air, you locked the car. The parking lot was a muddy mess, a testament to the town's struggle to keep pace with its own profound popularity. But the temple waited, and as you started the short walk toward the river ghats, a profound sense of peace washed over you. The true journey had just begun. If you enjoyed coming along on this Omkareshwar journey, please show your support by liking this video and subscribing. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you don't miss our next adventure. Your support means the world to me. If you want to see more road trips and travel stories like this, just take a moment to like and subscribe below. And yes, please ring the bell to get notified. The journey began with the promise of Madhya Pradesh's rolling landscapes. The engine of your car, Hardik, hummed a content tune on the smooth stretches of highway, and the dashcam silently recorded a vibrant tapestry of green. It was the perfect pre-monsoon moment. The air scrubbed clean, the foliage a dozen shades of emerald, and the distant dark clouds a dramatic frame for the countryside. Every kilometer dissolved the distance to the sacred island of Omkareshwar, the home of Lord Shiva, a divine syllable carved into the very earth. But a pilgrimage is rarely just about smooth sailing. As you neared the holy town, the character of the road began to change. The flawless asphalt gave way to a patchwork of wear and tear, and the final stretch toward the designated parking by the Narmada River was a sudden jarring shift. The gentle beauty of the long drive was replaced by what felt like a chaotic test of faith. The trial by mud. This wasn't just a road, it was a testament to the sheer, unrelenting love of millions who come to pray. The recent monsoon rains, coupled with the riverside landscape, had turned the car parking approach into a churned up battlefield of mud and craters. The Narmada, majestic and flowing at its banks, was the source of this rich, dark earth which now clung stubbornly to your car's tires. It was a pilgrim's paradox. The divine destination was surrounded by a very human struggle. You watched other vehicles, hundreds perhaps, come every day, lurching, splashing, and carefully navigating the treacherous path. The sight was disappointing, a stark contrast to the beautiful roads you had just traveled. How can such a revered place have such neglected surroundings? The thought crossed your mind. Yet in the midst of this disappointment, there was a profound beauty. The ultimate destination. Every careful turn of the steering wheel, every slow crawl over a rut was a small offering, an unintentional act of devotion. You weren't just parking your car, you were completing the final physical challenge before the spiritual reward. Finally, you found a spot. Switching off the engine, a silence descended, broken only by the distant murmur of the crowd and the low, powerful flow of the Narmada River. Stepping out onto the muddy ground, you looked across the water. There it was. The island, the bridge, and the ancient temple, all carved in the shape of the sacred Om. The struggle of the road, the mud, the crowds, the disappointment vanished. It was just you and the powerful spiritual energy of the Jyotirlinga. The bad road was just a temporary threshold, a gritty reminder that the deepest rewards often require a bit of hardship. You smiled. The dashcam may have captured the beautiful drive, but your heart had just captured the essence of the pilgrimage, to endure the difficulty for the sake of the divine darshan. The hard part was over. Now it was time to meet Lord Shiva. Like the video, give it a thumbs up. To join our community and never miss an update, simply subscribe and turn on notifications. If you found this story interesting, I'd be so grateful if you could like, share, and subscribe. The little bell icon is the best way to make sure you see the next one. Action.